So, welcome to part 2 of the MLA format for your research paper. So, this video is about the works cited page that is at the end of your paper. So, you've written your entire paper, you've done your research, all that, your paper is all typed up on your computer, and it's time for you to write the information, the sources that you used when writing your paper. Now, here's maybe what it's somewhere where students in the past have been a bit overwhelmed. You would keep a source, in your case, a website, if you used information from that site in your paper. In other words, if you went on a specific site and you read, but you didn't learn anything, you knew everything that you found there, and you happen to read it and then you move on to something else. You don't need to put that website in your works cited page. The works cited page is anything that you have quoted directly. If you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you go watch video 1. So anything you've quoted directly in your paper, or anything that you have paraphrased so that you have quoted in your own words, wherever you got that information, that needs to show up on your works cited page. Okay? Now, what are different types? Well, this is kind of like the other video. You've got books single author, you've got books more than one author, books 3 authors or more. I know that 3 or more is more than one, but there's a different way to do it between these two. You have an anthology, for example, the Imprints 11 we have in class with a whole bunch of short stories in them. But let's face it, you will be using web publications, i.e. websites. So I will show you how to do a works cited page with a website. Keep in mind, the format is available. All you need to do is let me know that you need it and I email it to you. I've already formatted the entire document, which means the margins are good and all those little details. And all you will need to do is fill in your own information. First steps, your basic guideline. Boom. The list of works cited appears at the end of your paper on a new page. That is something that I've seen a lot where students handed in their research paper, but their works cited page was at the bottom of their essay because their essay, when it printed, it didn't fill like the entire page. You cannot do that. It has to be on a new page. Your title, which is called Works Cited with capital W, capital C, needs to be centered. It has to be an inch from the top, blah, 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 blah. Okay, a whole bunch of details here, all right? I'm going to tell you to do this. Use the format that I'm giving you because I've already done all of this for you, okay? Also something new because MLA does change, like you gotta keep up with it. If it's APA, it's the same thing. It does change. There are revisions once in a while. So in my days, works cited used to be italicized. Now it is not italicized. It sounds like a teeny tiny detail, but this is what the MLA and APA format are. They are details on how to present a paper. So I'm gonna skip all of this because I mean basically I've done this for you. I've done this for you as well. Double space the entire list. If ever you erase everything, just have me send you another format. Remember this though, you have to alphabetize, I have a hard time speaking, your author's last name or by title if the author name is unknown. Now, you may not know who wrote the article that you are referencing because it's on the web. If you don't, you'll have to use the web page title and make sure that things are in alphabetical order in your works cited page. You also have to be careful of punctuation. Very important. Let me show. Don't freak out. This is what a works cited page can look like. So you've got the works cited that's written here, not italicized. It's centered. It's 1 inch over here. You know, big W, big C. Don't forget the S. And then you have all the entries in alphabetical order. If you notice, you've got a little space here. That's important. You need to respect that. So once again, don't freak out. I am sending this format to you. It looks exactly like this already, and all you'll need to do is fill in your own information here. You don't have to have a page full of works cited. You really don't. While citing the internet. Okay, so the most basic entry for MLA website citation consists of the author's name or names, the page title, the website title, because it could be different, the sponsoring institution or the publisher, the date it was published, and the URL. URL, I hope you know what that is. If you don't, it's actually like the web address. Okay? Here's an example. Roberts William, who's my author, his name is William Roberts. Okay, so it would be Tania Gauvin, comma, Manon. And Molly West. If we had only William Roberts as an author, we would have a period here. But because I have two authors, I still wanted to show you. You don't inverse the second one here. So you have Robert, comma, William, comma, and Molly West, period, important. And then the title of the individual web page. So, quotes, period. How to train your dog. So that's the title of my webpage, not my webpage address. Then the title of the website. Dogs are us. And you need a comma. Then you have the publisher. So here it's Huffington Post, comma. If you don't have the publisher, you can skip it. So what you do when any of this is missing, you just skip it. Date, comma. You can write December in big letter, like the entire word if you want, doesn't really matter. And then the URL, and don't forget the last period. A lot of people forget that, and then in the real world you end up losing points. So here we have the entire website all the way here. So what that does is it tells your reader, look, I cited William Roberts and Molly West in my paper. And here is the website where you can find the information I cited. I mean, that's all it is. It's a list of where you got your info. So, author's last name, comma, first name, period. That's basically what's important to know here. If ever you're interested in knowing more and reading this slide, just pause the video and read it. I just don't want my videos to be too long. So if no author is available, then skip it, right? And begin with the page title. But don't forget the page title will still be in alphabetical order in your works cited page. Title of the individual web page in quotations and a period at the end, like How to Train Your Dog. Title of the website, comma, and don't forget, it's italicized. Publisher, comma, Huffington Post here, see, comma. You can, once again, pause this if you wish and take a look at what it is. The date, easy peasy, don't forget, comma. And the URL, which usually you guys have no issues with. You're very used to working with this. Remove the HTTP or the HTTPS and the two slashes. That's unnecessary. Start with the WWs though. Include those, right? It's for World Wide Web. And then don't forget the period at the end. Very important. Basically, this is copy paste, right? You don't have to write all of this. Whenever you're doing your research, make sure you have a separate page where you copy paste the URLs that you're using. Much easier. Once again, don't get discouraged. I'm not expecting you to do this by heart, not at all. You can always search on your own, but please, 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 please don't be shy to give me a call. This is what I'm here for, and it'll make me happy to have a one-on-one session with you.